Good evening, oh, viewers of Speed Gaming 3. I am your commentator, Kevin McLeod, aka Captain Air 2, and with me is my co-commentator, the Henry Canuck. Tonight is a weekly Speed Gaming race between Cheesenator, Dengwu, Will Baldorf, and Burt Reynolds. Whenever the racers are ready, they can go.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to release the hounds here.
Who is gonna have this match in the bag, Canuck?
It's hard to tell. They're all good runners. We got some good party divergence here between them, so I have a feeling that if White Magic is really good, Will Bloodworth's going to have an advantage having that White Mage. But if Black Magic's good, he might be a little bit on the short side. He's got no fighter either, so if he finds a big stick or something like that, he's going to have a little bit of a hard time using it. But other than that, I'd say all these runners are pretty even, so we're going to see how it goes.
Yeah. Anyway, whenever they're ready, they can go. And if you can do the honors, Canuck.
I just have released our runners. So everybody get ready, because when this rando starts going, you're going to see some serious... Just wait for our streams to start up here, so... I like some of these names.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a refresh here to see what goes on.
Well, it looks like Will is going towards the king to get the crown.
We're getting a good look at some spells. Ooh, Quake, Bane, Dark, and Rub. Not a lot for AoE, but Bane should be pretty good. And so will Quake, I guess. So actually, that's not too bad starting out.
Yeah. I haven't seen... Oh, we got Fog, Ice 4, Mute, and a Lit for the level 1 White Magic.
But the only thing useful there would be Harm 4. Fog too, maybe. It all depends. But looks like we had some cheap chain armors in there, so the fighters of this seed are going to be really happy.
Yeah, I have to admit, that's true.
Anyway, it looks like we have we have shuffles on because the castle happened to be the king. No, we don't have shuffle on. Never mind. Sorry, folks. It's been a year and a half since I've commentated anything, probably.
Yeah. Anyway, Canaria Castle is the same.
Yeah, I really haven't looked at the flags, but I don't believe entrance shuffle is on, so everything should be in its rightful spot.
Very true. Now we got Burt Reynolds heading towards TOF.
Good little chunk of change in that bottom chest.
Yeah.
Looks like Dengwu was assigned to take a fight, try to get some levels before he goes to Temple of Fiends, because you never know what you're going to find in there.
Very true. I have to agree.
We get our first look at Garland, looking all cute in his purple cape. And he dies to some smoke. Alright, we already know the king gave us the crown, and Princess Sarah was drinking again, so she's given the bottle.
Oh.
Ooh, Loose Bridge and TOFR.
Yeah.
Not sure if they got a free boat or not, though.
I think they do, because most Usually most seats would have a free one.
Looks like Will's already lost his thief. That doesn't sound right.
Yeah. Burt Reynolds lost his black mage dog.
Oh, Hims with Blaze. Game over. Welcome to the hard road. Looks like Astro's being pushed over like a $2 pillow.
Looks like Burt Reynolds got his own crown and bottle.
It'll be interesting to see which route they take. If they're gonna head to, I'd say they're gonna head towards Provoca though, because you'd like to see when Beaky's got the hold.
Yeah.
What's in the item shop today? Ooh, housing market's very, very expensive.
Yeah.
Houses are cheap, but that's some expensive cabins.
Yeah, but when you're buying in 10, it's always good to at least have that good amount.
Looks like Dangle's heading towards the Wharf Cave here, which is I find kind of odd because you do have the bridge. There is no key checks where he's going, really. He's only going to check 2 chests into the wharfs.
Yeah.
Although he might be able to go down and do Astos, but with his level of spells, I am not sure if any of those would work on Astos.
We'll have to see how it goes, you know? It's also
And
possible.
Mr. Bus Driver, I believe there is no ship from the looks of this, or else I think one of our runners would be on the sea by now. So that bridge was very important.
Well, looks like I was staying corrected on the whole free ship. I'll admit I'm wrong.
I didn't really read the flag, so that's kind of my bad too. Looks like we have Will heading for Matoya. Gonna see what the blind old lady's kicking around in her chest. Oh, loose ship for Dangwoo. Dangwoo might have made the play here. Might have made the play going to Dwarf.
Burt Reynolds is now facing off on the pirates, getting the key in for Bicky.
That was pretty good. 2 opal shields at Matoya. That's gonna be some good cash right there. Especially for Will, because he's got no one that can use it, so he can sell those right away.
Well, Burt Reynolds cleared a row of pirates with the Bane, and he got the slab from Big.
Alright, we have Will also heading towards Bicky, and Cheesenator making his way to Matoya. Meanwhile, Dangwoo's got the ship, so he's in full mode now. He can go explore more of the world.
Yeah, I
fairly
agree.
certain our runners who going to Provoca first are going to have to go all the way back to the wharfs to get that ship.
Well, the Provoca spell for black spells has to be fire 3 and it looks like bolt 2 and zap or something like.
Lit 2, zap, fire 3, and slow. At least they got a sweeper spell now, though. Fire 3 will be great. Fire 3 will be able to take out those nasty, nasty enemies on them.
Yeah, and apparently the level 2 spell for white looked like it was a cure or something. I couldn't exactly see a lot.
Pretty sure we'll get another look at it soon.
Yeah.
Dingwoo's picking up his slab.
Well, we got Cheesenator in Provoca. And it is a vanilla, by the way.
So he's gonna try to bane the pirates. Meanwhile, Will Bloodworth's gonna fire 3 them. And I don't know where Burt was going. Maybe he's heading towards the wharfs. I didn't really catch him, but looks like his fighter's stoned. Looks all gray. Kind of a weird color.
Must be a sprite altar.
Ooh, a couple of iron things in the weapon shop. Not much good there. Looks like we now have Cheesenator going to check the spells. He's going to be quite happy when he sees Fire 3. He might be a little disappointed he didn't check the spells before he went and fought the pirates, but
Yeah.
Either way, he got the job done. It's gonna be interesting to see what Dengwu does with the ship now. Looks like he's
I have to
taking
agree.
a fight or two, maybe? Might be wanting to get some levels. Or maybe he's seen something he wanted to buy and just didn't have the cash.
Well, seems like Will and Cheese Air skipped the white spell.
And it looks like Will is heading for the peninsula. He's gonna do a pop grind? Wow, this could pay off, but without ice, that's all. I suppose you got Fire 3. Zombies would be pretty weak at this point.
Very true.
But the Tyro's not.
Now we got Burnt Rails heading towards the Dwarf Cave.
Although they do have Zap and Bane, so they could probably use that on these giants as well. But it looks like he's gonna go with the Fire 3 option. Giants are weak to ice, so if he did have ice, he'd be better off, but... Oh, looks like he's not gonna bother with that one. He's looking for zombies. That's what he needs to find.
Yeah, and those things are usually hard to encounter. Am I correct?
Oh, especially with Stone Touch and they jump you.
Oh yeah.
And we have Dengwu in as our first runner in Elfland. He's gonna take a look at the level 3 black.
And Bert has the ship.
Fast and warp. Oh, and Bert's gonna be able to sail the high seas. Ooh, life, cure 2. Will Bloodworth's gonna like that level 2 white. There's the fight he wants. 2 zombies. If he can get good turn order. Oh, he's got harm 4 too. That's right. He's got all sorts of stuff to take out zombies.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
This pop grind could actually pay off for Will right now.
Yeah, not many people do pop grinds these days in the randomizer, you know?
Looks like these suckers might have to go marsh though. To find that canal.
There's that question right there. Is Marsh actually incentivized or not?
I don't know if it is, but I do believe the canoe is loose in these flags.
Yeah.
I mean, the canal is loose, not the canoe. Yeah, I do believe the canal plus 3 loose items. So, he's gonna have to... They're gonna have to hit Swamp, Marsh, I think. Pity them. I pity them so much. Harm 4 putting in work on those zombies.
Yeah. Cure 2 and life is for the white spells for level.
Looks like
Warp
Dengwu's
fast.
gonna give us our...
Oh, sorry.
No, it looks like Dengwu's gonna give us our first look at the Astos. Ooh, I believe this is vanilla now. I do believe these turn-in quests are vanilla, so this will turn into the key.
But yeah, the recall, the level 3 black spells happen to be some good ones. Warp, I think it was fast, and like in Fire 2 ice.
Yeah, Warp and Fast are the only thing you're worried about there. Warp is especially good at this point in the game, because that's going to make Swamp a heck of a lot easier.
Yeah. Fire 2 is good to have just in case you run out of something else.
Plus, with the fire and harm, you're not exactly worried about the undead.
Very true.
Looks like Will has finished his pop grind and is heading back now.
And it seems we got Matt playing with a stone touch that really stoned his Ow. Oh! Double full rate magic, life 2 and fate.
That's a powerful level 4. Will Bloodworth's really gonna like that. Ooh, and there's our temper in lit 3. That's pretty spicy there too.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Any
Looks like
black mage.
Cheeseinator is doing a grind of some sort, or he's just dancing. Meanwhile, it looks like Bert is probably gonna go take on Astos himself.
Either that or he'd be heading to the swamp. Who knows?
I think Marsh is the last place you want to go.
True.
But I have a feeling our loose canoe is gonna be in Marsh.
Yeah.
But now, with Astos giving you the crystal, would you go to Marsh first, or would you finish the turn-in quest to get the key, and maybe check the key lock chests? See if it might be in there instead of wasting your time in Marsh.
I would probably do the turning quest before searching and doing the whole searching the locked keys before I do anything else.
I'd almost go for the key as well, because you can get the key lock chests in Marsh too with the key. Because if it turns out there's something good in them, you're gonna have to double dip Marsh if you don't do the turn in. And I don't like the single dip Marsh, let alone double dip.
Yeah, I do agree.
Yeah, it looks like Dengwu is going to turn that crystal into Matoya right now. Get his herb, but we're gonna get our first look here. It looks like crawls with poison touch. And they're given 7 hits, and every hit they give has a chance to poison. So there's 7 chances for them to hit their poison.
Yeah.
Upper Marsh with a silver shield. That's good for Bert. If he doesn't get much else, though, I think you might see him reset. Okay, there's a loose item right there.
Yep, Matoya
It's not the
gave
canal,
the
though. Although I wonder if the TNT is going to turn into the canal. I don't remember how this... I didn't really read the flags before we started, so...
Well, it could be either a canal or it'll go into a different,
Either way, Dangwu's getting lit up by some imps.
Oh yeah. Ouch! Toxic. That is the most dangerous thing you've ever want to encounter.
Those imps came to play today.
Yeah. And they are vicious. It's like they're out for blood.
Alright, Bird is out of swamp. Or marsh, or swamp, or whatever you want to call it. I call it the hateful place. We'll see if he decides to go back and turn in that TNT right away, or if he's gonna do some other fetch quest. Nope, looks like he's heading straight for dwarves to turn in that TNT.
We'll see.
Maybe it will turn
rebels.
into the canal.
Oh, he's actually heading for Astos.
Meanwhile, we got Cheese heading into Marsh himself. Dangwu gonna try again to turn in this crystal. If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Yep, that phrase is always true.
Except when it comes to Marsh. If at first you don't succeed, leave it alone.
Yeah, I have to agree. Now we have Cheese in there diving into Marsh. And he has his own TNT now.
Now we'll see if he continues the Marsh dive or if he's going to leave right away, because now he's got warp. So he won't have any trouble exiting this place, as did Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Oh wow, ogres with stun touch, creeps with poison touch. That works.
Yeah, those are actually the least dangerous, though.
I find it weird Cheese is walking out this TNT when he does have a black mage, but unless he didn't buy warp.
I have a feeling he didn't buy warp.
Well, guess we're gonna find out. Unless he just doesn't want to waste the magic charges on warp. Because I see he doesn't have any houses, so... And he does only have 1 charge of it. Nope, looks like he's noping at a marsh as well with the TNT.
That is a ballsy play, indeed.
I like what Bert's doing, though. I like how Bert's doing the fetch quest now. So when he goes to turn into TNT, he can automatically open the locked door and get all those chests. It's a smart routing play by him.
I have to agree. That's one of the safest plays I would ever do.
So it looks like Will has yet to head to... So yeah, Will's probably going to go to Astos first before he hits Marsh, I would think. Yeah, he's heading that way.
Definitely a smart move.
Meanwhile, it looks like Bert made it to Matoya okay, but here's some imps. If they decide to... Oh, no, he gets lucky and gets away. I don't see any of our runners using the soft reset, hard reset, though.
Yeah.
Looks like Bert's gonna be the first one to turn in our little crystal and give the prince some herb.
Yeah, which in turn leads to the key.
Then he's probably gonna head right to Dwarves to do his TNT turn in and grab all those locked chests.
Yep, and we can see what the TNT leads.
Well, I have a feeling the TNT might lead to the canal.
Yeah. If this is complete vanilla seed, then it's gonna be all normal.
Well, that's some disappointing treasure in that place. Looks like Dengmo will be second to grab his key. Yo, Puffy, what's up, buddy? Cheese is gonna pick up some Lit 3, some Temper probably too, I would think. No, he doesn't get the money, he's just gonna go for some Lit 3 right now.
Yeah, he used up too much money trying to get spells. He doesn't have enough to get the full force spell.
Oh, I'm sure our runners will come across lots of money.
Yeah.
Looks like Bert's on the race. Bert's on the race to get to the dwarves here. He's gonna turn in that TNT as well as check all those locked door chests. Looks like Will is on his way to Matoya, but with the crystal, so he's gonna complete his key quest chain as well.
Yeah. It's a moment.
Let's see what this dwarf's gonna blow up today.
Oh, it's a canal.
Now, yeah, I think that's I think the turn-in quests are vanilla.
Yeah, I know.
So this means that the Lufa place is gonna have your chime. Ooh, gold bracelet. That'll be good for one of his wizards. Some good money. Just some money and a gold bracelet. That's about all that's worth talking about out of that place.
Yeah, but the gold bracelets are better to keep because it lessens the...
Alright, we got all our runners following the fetch quests right now.
Well, you were right on the whole treasure in the Elfin Castle. It was disappointing.
Yeah, the prince must be hoarding his money.
I have to agree.
Alright, now that Bert's got his canal, he's probably gonna take to the high seas. Well, ooh, ogres with cremate. That's not what you want. Or girl ogres with cremate. And ogres with stun touch. So this could be pretty dangerous. Especially if he doesn't get turn order. But looks like Bert's gonna turn and burn, and he'll be all set.
Now we got, apparently we got Greg and apparently Dingwu taught both his red mages, both the spells for...
Yeah, I think level 4 white, I believe all slots are usable by the red wizard, red mage.
Yeah.
Don't think there's any restrictions in level 4 white.
I think it's 5 and above that's a restriction. Yeah.
Question in chat, Gloom Chew. Yep, I do believe your sages will have your canoe.
And just like Sarda, we'll probably have the rod.
But we're gonna find out because Bert is heading towards Crescent Lake. Ooh, we get Dingmo doing a little dip at the treasury. See what Astos has. Doesn't have too much. Mummies, this could be a good grind tile. He does have fire 3s, so. Mummies do give a reasonable amount of experience if they come in big enough packs.
Yeah, I have to agree. Of course, you also gotta make sure they don't have any dangerous things that'll wipe your party out. That's the...
Yeah, mummies are always good for something. Ruse, that'll help. There we go, some glance. Looks like Deng was gonna take a little grind anyway, though, so. Not a bad idea while you got the spells and you're here anyway. And Bert's gonna give us our first look here at the item shop. Oh, 27 grand for a floater. And if
Wow.
these sages give the canoe, can you say zoom, zoom, zoom?
Yep.
Level 6 white, cure 4, heal 2, harm 2, and heal 3. Quad X and ooh, you could do some bracky strats.
Brack is pretty good when you're dealing... Never mind.
No, dig up a cube. Yeah, I do believe it's only the fetch quest. That means that Lufa will hold on to the chime. Right, so that means Sarda's probably going to be randomized as well.
Yeah.
And like the fairy will give you... The fairy will probably give you the Oxy Ale, like anything like that.
Looks like we were both wrong on that one. Yeah.
Looks like Dengwu is going to go back into Marsh now. I don't know, he's probably going to dip the lower part of it this time. So he does have the key, so we can check all the chests at the bottom. So that was a good play getting out with TNT. Ooh, looks like Bert found some EXPs with Poison Touch.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
We're going to send some werewolves down the crack.
Oh, werewolves were crack. Oh man, those are the worst ones you would want to...
Looks like Cheese heading for Marsh as well. We have Will Bloodwort running around in Elfland. Hey, Falconic, what's going on, my man? Alright, looks like Cheese is going to do Lower Marsh as well. So he's already done Upper, I believe. So he does have his... No, he doesn't have his Canal yet, so... If he decides to not go to Upper Marsh... No, he does have his TNT. Okay. Oh, Bones with
Ouch.
Blizzard.
Yeah, that hurts.
This is why I love Marsh. This is why you should always go to Marsh. It's the best place in Final Fantasy. I think I would rather get a paper cut between my fingers than double dip Marsh.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Especially when you have enemies in there that can really wipe your party out in possibly 1 or 2 turns.
I don't know, Crab Cakes. I was actually wondering about that myself because I mentioned that earlier. It looks like his sprite's changing colors, but it must be just a special sprite palette he's got going.
Oh, he's got a katana from that little chest that was supposed to be where the canoe usually...
Ooh, we got a loose ruby in the Canaria Treasury. There's our Sarda access.
Yeah.
Sarda could be hanging on to our canoe. Looks like Dengwu was going to clear out all these keylock chests in Marsh. Cheesinator's trying to cook some lobster for supper, but it doesn't seem to be working.
Everybody knows you can't cook a lobster unless you boil them alive.
Looks like Will's going to check the chests here in TOFR. This ain't a bad play. There could be something good here.
Oh. Dingwu actually got a white shirt.
That
Which will
is
cast
not a bad pickup at all.
It seems that Marsh was actually a good ideal place to die.
Looks like Cheese is going to take on these wizards. Is he going to take them on a run? Oh, he's going to throw some Lit 3 at them. Wizards aren't really weak to any magic, but it seems lightning works better on them than everything else. That katana is really only going to be good for Will, if Will decides to keep his thief alive. Because the thief is the only class that can use the katana, and that's when they change into a ninja.
I have to agree with that one. That's usually what it is.
Dangle is going upper marsh as well, even though I see he has his TNT lit up. So this play kind of surprises me.
Well, let's see what play Bert's going to do right now.
Oh, I'd say Bert's gonna probably... Oh, he's heading back for marsh.
I'm thinking he's going to
Cheese picking up an Aegis shield. That's gonna be pretty good late game.
I have to agree.
It looks like Will is heading for the dwarves, but he hasn't done marsh yet. So he is not gonna have the TNT, and it doesn't look like he has his key either, so... I don't quite understand what he's going for here.
Well, Daniel has his own TNT now.
Okay, that's... Have I got something mixed up with the tracker?
Oh, Will already has the key.
Right on, so he's gonna come across his gold Cheerio and short sword as well, so...
Yep.
Looks like Dengu's got his TNT, and now he's gone. Off to the races to turn that in to get his canal. Burn is gonna smoke out some werewolves.
While going to get his... While to go get the whole items from inside.
So Dango is the only one with the ruby at the moment.
Yeah.
Makes me wonder when he's gonna make the Sarda check. Because, I mean, if Sarda's holding your canoe... He hasn't been to Crescent Lake yet, so he does not know that the floater's for sale there. Bert's the only one that has that knowledge at the moment.
Yeah. I like to agree.
Looks like Cheese is in trouble here. Boink's got 111 and Burns got 19. Looks like Will's gonna pick up some cheap pro rings for his party. That's a very good pickup. That will make you resistance to anything that has to do with death. But there is still a 3 in 256 chance it can go through a ring, so... It's not 100%, but it's close enough.
Well, now, Cheeseinator has got his, white...
Yeah, but Cheeseinator is down to his... what I believe is a thief? Or a black belt. I don't know what the sprite is. And it looks like Cheese reset out, so he will not have that white shirt now.
Unfortunately, no.
Looks like Will is finally making the marsh play, so he's going to get his TNT soon enough. And we have Dangwu sailing here. We'll see what he decides to do next. Bert looks like he's going down lower marsh, so he's going to get that Aegis shield and white shirt as well. Dangwu is about to get his ruby. Oh, that's right. It's Cheese that already has the ruby, I believe. Nope. Heading for it now. Somebody got the ruby, didn't they? Because I seen it earlier.
Oh, hold on.
Ah, it was Will that got the ruby. Okay. I kind of figured I'd seen someone get it.
Yeah. I just recently noticed that too.
Our tracker, Danny3883, doing wonderful work as always, keeping us up to date on the tracker. Make sure you do give her a follow. Alright, looks like Cheese is, Will picked up his TNT and Cheese is sailing here. Gloom, yes, Will did do the key lock chests.
And apparently, he's heading towards, apparently Cheese in there is now heading towards the dwarf.
Well, yeah, well, he wants to turn into TNT and get his canal, right? He knows it's vanilla, so he knows that TNT is going to turn into canal. So that's pretty much off to the races once you get that done.
Very true. Ouch. Dangwoo ran into a few regular imps that threw blaze at him.
It's alright though, he's got life too on his red mage. As long as one survives, he should be okay. Cheese and Ed are getting his canal, and he will now go pick up his money and copper bracelet. Or gold Cheerio, sorry. Alright, looks like, oh, Bone. Taking out the blizzard.
Ouch.
Will's down again. Looks like TOFR Keylock's been pretty much a bust. An iron shield and some money up top.
Yeah, that's never really a good treasure.
And an iron helmet, so yeah. So TFR Keylock was pretty much a bust. So we'll see what Cheese decides to do. Is Cheese gonna go do the Sarda check? Looks like he's gonna translate his slab first. This is a smart move right here. Because you can easily forget about translating the slab and end up at Lufa Lufa Town, and it's like, oh man.
Yeah, I had to agree.
I don't know.
New level 5 at Melm. Sorry about that.
That spicy meatball.
Apparently, he didn't get to check. He forgot to check the level 5 white spell store.
Well, Cheese really only has the red mages, so right now their level 5 white is pretty much locked. Anything above 4 for red wizards or red mages is pretty much locked, so he'll probably come back and check that once he gets. But then again, he's got life 2 and fade. What other white spell? Invis 2 would probably be the only other white spell you'd really want.
Very true. Now, Will is actually heading to get his white shirt.
It's like Cheese gonna give us our first look at Sarda. And there it is, folks. Sarda with the canoe. So now once Cheese and Enter makes it to Crescent Lake, he is gonna be one happy camper.
Yeah, he'll be ready to go on to start getting more stuff than going after the. And we now got Cheese in there heading towards the Titan's Trove. See what.
Just don't know. This might be incentivized. This could be why he's checking it, but
No,
it wasn't. Just a bunch of crap.
money was worth it though.
Got a few good weapons out of it. A couple axes, some swords. Yo, Sandman ahoy! What is going on?
Huh?
Looks like we got our runners. Just looks like Dengwu is now heading towards Crescent Lake.
Actually, he looks like he's heading towards Melmond. And then probably Sarda.
Yeah, Sarda would be your main check right now, because you pretty much know he's going to have the canoe. There's pretty well no other place it could be unless it's loose. But if it's loose, it's going to be hard to find.
Basically, Harn 3, Fear, and Roost. And we got Nuke, Cold, Saber, and Ice for the level 5 black spells and melt.
Looks like Bert is also on his way to check Sarda. But Bert will have the knowledge that that floater's... Oh, Cheese is heading towards Crescent Lake. Cheese is going to be one happy man when he sees that floater for sale. Does he have the cash? No, he's a little bit short, but he's going to bound to sell something.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Doesn't have nothing to sell, so he's probably going to do a little bit of a grind here outside, I'd say. Yeah.
Well, Bert now has his own canoe.
Yeah, and Bert knows where the floater is, but Bert is also low on cash, so we'll have to see if he decides if he's going to sell something or not. But he's going to get some cash from the Titan's Trove, so...
Ouch. We get... Seems Dingwoo ran into tigers that have a sleep spell. And slow.
Well, of course they're going to slow you down before they eat you.
Of course, they're not mainly dangerous.
Alright, looks like Will is about to get his canal as well, and then all 4 of our runners will have the seas wide open. Looks like Cheese headed towards Volcano maybe to see if he could find something for some cash.
Oh, she's in there. I should sold the gold bracelet.
Well, I mean, with the floater, it's pretty important, and you still didn't have enough.
Yeah, true.
He'll just grind something outside to get the money. I don't know what Bert's gonna do for money for that floater, but we'll have to check. Looks like we have Dangwoo heading towards Sarda as well, so he will soon have his canoe.
Yep.
Ooh, Cheese coming across some EXPs. If we can get rid of this, there should be some good money.
Yeah,
Money, 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 money!
Yeah, the only thing worth getting in Melmond is the spell Nuke, as far as I know.
Dangwoo grabbing his canoe, but Cheese has his floater. He's probably gonna go check out the sages here, grab his cube, and he'll be in the air very shortly. And with the canoe, the whole world is his oyster right now.
Yep.
Now, in this situation, would you start with what's incentivized, or would you start with what's got the most chests?
Honestly, I would go with stuff with that is incentivized, but getting a few chests doesn't hurt.
Oh, looks like Dangwoo's making the Earth play without the rod. This is interesting.
Yeah. Of course, we don't even know if Earth is incentivized or not.
Looks like Bert and Cheese Knitter both have the same idea. Popping that bottle open and releasing that fairy. Releasing that fairy into the wild blue waters to get their Oxyale.
Yeah.
So right now, basically, the only dungeon not available to these... Well, I was going to say is the chime, but it looks like Cheesenator is about to go get his chime. Because we do know Lufa will give up the chime. So once he grabs his time, Cheese can go straight into dungeons, because the only dungeon he won't be able to clear is Earth, because he'll be short the rod. But I mean, I know what a lot of people in chat are thinking. It's like sky, 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 sky.
Yeah, I would agree. Plus, if Cheese Eater doesn't have the Oxy Ale, he wouldn't be able to do something Temple either, where Kraken live.
But he just got the Oxy Ale.
Hmm.
That's what the fairy
Well.
gave us, because the fairy was vanilla. So we know this slab turn-in is going to be our chime. Yep, vanilla fetch quests it is. Ooh, giants with stinger.
Basically, Will and Bert have access to pretty much do have access to sunken shrines since they got the oxygen.
So pretty much all our runners are got a level playing field, but I mean, Dango and Bert are a little bit farther ahead because they do have the air. I mean, Cheese and Bert, so I'll have to see what they decide to do. It looks like Bert's going for his chime as well. Get this fetch quest out of the way, because once you do this, you don't have to come back here.
Well,
So now we're looking at a loose rod.
and Bert pretty much is already in target mode.
We'll just have to see now. I would imagine probably ordeals and ice are incentivized. So you're probably going to see our runners hit up them first.
Well, we also probably got to consider waterfall as well, since they now have
Oh yeah, waterfall too to robot. You are correct. So like this is pretty much going to come down to routing now. Whoever routes this out the best is probably going to win, unless Topher is a complete slog, which is absolutely possible because that is the great equalizer.
Yeah. And I could see the last two fiends being a pain in the butt.
Gloom, no, the robot will be randomized with what he has, because he is not quite a fetch quest. So the robot could be holding on to our rod, or maybe an adamant that turns into a rod. We still need to find a tail. So there's still quite a few items it could be.
Well, they also had to. Oh yeah, that's right. Ice is still not being explored yet.
Aha, it looks like we have Bert and Ice Cave, and there is our level 8 encounter. That has been turned on in the randomizer now. Normally, those encounters are very rare in dungeons. The level 8 one. Yep, adamant will be Excal Crab.
Like usual.
You are correct, Gloomchew. Anything that requires one item to turn into another will be vanilla. So since it's a robot does not require anything to give you an item, he is still going to be random.
My main guess is probably that the robot will either have the rod, the adamant, or possibly the tail.
We don't know now. I don't know what else is I don't know what's in the incentivized pool. Is there a ribbon? The Maz Moon? It's hard to say, right? I didn't really look at what's incentivized, so. But it looks like cheese. Oh, there you go. Loose adamant in the volcano.
Now that's pretty brilliant.
Asher, I do believe these flags are from 2018. This is the old-timey flags when people like me started playing this randomizer. Ooh, and we have an eye. Because grind tiles are also vanilla.
I haven't gotten to these kind of randomizers till like late 2018 so far.
Ooh, eyes with toxic. But with the pro rings, you don't really have to worry about toxic.
Oh, Ice Cave actually
there
held
it is. So Bert now has all 4 dungeons open. The only thing I can see him really looking for now would be the tail. But with his party, I don't even know if class change will be a necessity or not.
It could be possible, you know?
I believe you're right, Asher. So that robot may have our tail. Oh, Lab, good point. We haven't seen a loot yet either.
Oh, yeah. Which means the loot could be a loose item.
Looks like we got Will cleaning out the what are these islands called again? I can't remember.
Cardia Island.
There you go. You see, you get away from the randomizer for a couple of years or a couple of months and you just lose all sense of yourself.
It's understandable. Sometimes people like to take a break from it for a while.
Looks like we got Cheese is going down deeper in Volcano here. He's gonna clear out all these chests. No, he looks like he's just taking the easy one. Meanwhile, Dangmu got his charm. Looks like Bert's doing an eye grind here. I can't say I blame him. Eyes aren't really that dangerous, so. But right now it looks like Will... Oh, I mean, Dangmu was the only one going with a 3-man strat here.
Yeah, but it looks like Will's actually going for it too now.
Because as we know, when a character dies, the experience is split 4 ways. But when one character is dead in a fight, his experience gets split among the other 3. So, basically, if one guy's dead, your other 3 guys will get more experience.
Yeah.
Ooh, are we gonna see an Agama grind? Agama grind? Ooh, Cheese. I think Cheese is doing BB strats.
Yeah. Bonk is a black belt.
If he can take the Agama. Ooh, Agamas are pretty beefy here.
Yeah, that's a real big wipeout. Now we have Burt Reynolds diving into Volcano.
Gonna come across his adamant. Now he's got a fighter, so that X-Cal will be very good for him.
Yeah, I would have to agree.
Because if you find the Mazmun as well, you can throw that Mazmun on the red mage, and you got a pretty good 1-2 punch.
Oh, armory in the Volcano ribbon.
Ribbon number 1.
Yep, and Burt Reynolds pulled it out. I don't
Question
know
in chat. Yes, Sandman, it was free party. They could pick whatever they wanted.
The only thing is, I don't know if Cheesenator got it or not.
Yeah, Cheesenator did, but Cheesenator did wipe, so he's gonna have to repick it up.
Okay.
But he may not, because, I mean, it's really not overly important, especially if he comes across a Mazmoon or something for his fighter. Because the X-Cal really is like the 3rd best sword a fighter can use.
Yeah. And the Mazmoon can be equipped by anyone.
I don't count the Vorpal as a sword, so...
I have to agree with that. Because while Vorpal may be powerful, it's not exactly the strongest sword compared to the Mazmoon and the Excalibur combined. In my opinion,
only good about
I'd
the
say-
Vorpal is the crit rate.
yeah, Vorpal
If
would
your
be
boss has a
in
lot of
crit rate.
absorb.
In my opinion, I would have to rate Mazmoon the first, Excalibur the second, and Vorpal distant.
I'd toss the defense sword out before the Vorpal.
Yeah, defense seems a bit better because it allows you to cast ruse on yourself and have a really good.
Looks like we got some good divergence here. We got Dangmu going through the waterfall and Burt Reynolds doing ordeals. Now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, these pillars are not shuffled. Because I don't believe the shuffling of these pillars came into play when the randomizer first started. So I do believe you gotta follow the vanilla trail.
Yeah, I agree.
Nope, to me it looks like they're not. Usually it's go down every time.
Yeah, I would agree.
Take the bottom pillar. Yeah, these aren't randomized.
I never really liked vanilla versions of this.
F4LC. Get that sword out of here. That is one ugly sword. Looks like Cheese is gonna try a two-man grind on these Agamas now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crab, that's a black belt. I thought the same thing when I first saw the sprite. I was like, is that a thief? But no, it's actually a black belt. So I think what Cheesenator is trying to do here is gonna go with a black belt grind. Get the black belt up to 32 or more. And just start hammering this seed out.
Yeah. Here we go, the moment of truth for the robot.
Those Agamas are quite beefy. Ooh, that's a bad trap tile for Dengwu to hit.
Oh! Oreo
Vanilla
is
tail.
vanilla.
Yeah, Agamas are very large, Crab.
The robot held the loot in the waterfall. Oh, and Dingle actually found the power bonk.
So the waterfall has got value right now. So basically, once Dengwu... Well, Dengwu is now pretty well in go mode.
Yeah, the only thing
Got the loot, you got the key, you got access to all dungeons. He doesn't have the rod yet. But Dengwu will pick up the rod very shortly when he does do the incentivized locations.
Yeah. Now that's gonna be interesting to see.
Looks like Cheese gave up on the grind, or he wiped.
Well, we got Dingwoo's going straight to diving the temple.
Ooh, Dengwu going to Sea Shrine right away. We'll see if he checks the mermaids out. I do not believe there's anything left loose, so I don't know if this is a Kraken play or if this is just an info dive right now.
Oh, he found the
Agama
Mud
grinds
Moon.
are good too. Oh, there you are. The
Yeah,
big stick.
Sorry. Guess I was too excited. I ended up interrupting you. That's my fault.
Yeah, and he saves immediately. So, wow. Oh, we have Will doing Sky. And there's a ribbon number 2. So right now we know where 2 ribbons are.
This is getting a lot more interesting than I can imagine.
But now that Dengwu has that Mazmoon, he's gonna be able to cut through a lot. And this might make him decide to do Kraken while he's down here.
He took the path to Kraken, so it's a good guarantee he will be.
And yes, folks, there is still time to sign up for the 2020 Spring Tournament. If you like what you see here and would you like to be a part of it, you don't have to have experience. Skill level doesn't matter. If you want to come into the Discord, grab yourself a few seeds that they're going to run in the Spring Tournament, there's always people willing to help. There's always people on Discord willing to run races with you, teach you what you need to know. Like, all you gotta do is hit up anybody, pretty much. The community is really good that way. If you want to get into this game, there's lots of references and lots of good material.
Yeah, if you also want to, you can ask one of the admins or any of the other players to roll a seed for you, so you can test it out, see if you like it. Isn't that right, Canuck?
Yeah, definitely. The link for the randomizer would be on Discord. And just, roll yourself a seat. Start with something easy if you want. We do have a duckling program, it's called. If you're really interested, join Vent, join the Discord, get strapped in as a duckling. And what the duckling program does, we'll take you through a few easy seeds, get you used to the game, get you know where the key checks are and stuff like that. Then you can progressively get hurt. Yes, Canuck is signed up, Wab. Don't know why, but he is.
Well, I'm signed up for the tournament too, so you may see me around in the tournament as well.
Looks like Cheese is going to try this Agama grind again. Looks like he's keeping everybody alive, though. Probably just to get a few Agamas down first, because these Agamas are quite beefy.
Yeah,
And
I could see
Bert
that.
does grab his X-Cal. And can't say I blame him, because he does not know where the Mazmoon is, but once he gets the Mazmoon, I can see that X-Cal getting sold.
Yeah, Excel, I heard that it's in this seed. Excel is going to be going for a really good price when sold.
Yeah. Yep, Pleb, it looks like he's trying to, he wants to get a few under his belt, maybe get his black belt a couple of levels before he decides to go solo. Because really, your black belt solo isn't really much good till you're in the 20s. And you start to get 3 and 4 hits. So I don't know if at 14 if an Agama grind is really going to be that good for him at the moment.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Looks like Bert's back in the volcano. Dangwoo's cooking up some lobster.
Now he's actually cooking up some trolls.
Never had troll. Interesting.
Yeah, I never tried it either. It might be interesting to try one of these days.
Will coming across a pack of vampires. This will be a really good experience if he can take it out. Looks like Fire 3 is going to get the job done. They don't have very many hit points, so...
Well,
So right now we have Will Bloodworth around 15. I think everybody's levels are just about even at the moment. But it looks like Dangwoo is gonna make us some calamari. Hold the wasabi, please.
Calamari sounds good right about now, don't you think?
Looks like our trap tiles are vanilla as well, and it looks like Will is our first runner into the sky. See if he gets anything special in the sky tower here. The floating fortress, as it's called.
Yeah.
Where I once dropped the Vorpal off of.
Well, now we got Bert trying to do a Agama die.
No, I think Bert's just gonna check the chest. I don't really think an Agama grind is good for him at this point in time. But with the class change, I mean, he can pretty much equip his fighter with anything he wants right now.
Very true.
So we are an hour in, folks, and it's pretty tight here. Looks like, ooh, 7 hits, 247. Looks like Deng was putting up some defenses here. Kraken hitting Kraken 1 doesn't hit very hard, so... A few shots from your fighter, a few white shirts, and you're pretty much set.
Oh. Masamune with 900 with a hit for 902 wipes out Kraken and gets his first water orb lit.
Yep, so Dengwu at the 1 hour, 1 minute mark is our first runner to light an orb.
I mean, he's pretty much ahead of the others.
Well, I don't know. He does not have the rod yet. So, I'd say Bert's got a slight advantage on him right now. Because Bert's pretty much got everything. All Bert's got to do is hit the volcano, hit the waterfall for the loot, and he's, go mode. So him and Dangwoo are both 1 item away from go.
Yeah, very true.
There's some cheap housing. Tents for 46 bucks.
Yep.
Looks like Cheese is going... Yeah, now see, that black belt's hitting a lot better now. 4 hits, 208, so... Looks like pretty soon he's he'll be able to let that fighter die off, and the black belt should be able to handle these Agamas on his own.
Well, Bert's at carry now.
Ooh, we got some steak and wings on the go here on Dengwu's side. Cook my steak medium rare, please. No, don't nuke. You're gonna burn my steak. Don't burn my steak.
Okay, looks like. Ooh, kick. Okay, that battle with Curry was so fast I can't even commentate that one.
That X-Cal did some work.
Yeah, it
Ooh, Slime's got Blizzard.
Yeah. And apparently it looks like. Oh! We got Bert heading towards Mirage/Sky. Nice.
Looks like Cheese has given up on his black belt grind and has decided to go with a two-man now. Fighter black belt, so. Not a bad call, because I mean your fighter is usually your best hitter. Unless your black belt gets like level 32 or higher, then your black belt just becomes an absolute truck and just runs stuff over, but.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that kind of concept.
So why we got a little bit of a break here, folks, and everybody's just kind of running around like chickens with their head cuts off. Once again, remember, spring tournament signups are still open. Visit the Discord, and, you know, people like me can run this. Anybody can run this.
And remember, the signups are still open until March 15th.
Looks like Will is gonna continue. Ooh, Will and Burt Reynolds are high-fiving in Sky. Or Mirage. So we got 3 of our runners in Sky and Mirage, and Cheese and Nate are still doing his Agama grind here.
Yeah.
I have a feeling Burt is gonna go all the way in this dungeon. He will finish off Tiamat. Because he's got the X-Cal, so he's got the damage on that. He's got the damage output to get the job done.
Yeah.
So, like I said, he's definitely going to route the waterfall in when he does Kraken, so... Urt will definitely be last now.
But anyway... If there may be another loose item in this one... I have a feeling it could be another ribbon in Sky, because most of the other seeds you see had a ribbon or two in the actual dungeon.
And we do have 3 runners running the seed as well that aren't being restreamed, but they are actually in the race, so we will keep an eye on them too. And if they happen to finish first or come across anything special, we will let you know. Alright, so we're gonna get... I don't believe there's any items loose anymore, so I pretty much think Will is probably hunting for like a Mazmun or a Vorpal or something. Or ribbons, I guess, would be a good hunt down now. Ooh, Procape's pretty
just
nice.
Dingwu just got his dragon armor in one of the chests on the 3rd floor.
Yeah, the dragon armor is kind of a semi-ribbon because it does resist elemental damage, but it's not good against like time or anything like that, so you still can be one-shot through dragon armor.
Very true.
Oh, okay, it looks like Cheese is on to solo black belt now. Oh, 4 hits, 299. He's gonna beat the pus out of some adamant. Some Agamas now.
Well, seems we...
What level do you think he's gonna hit?
Who?
Cheese, how high do you think he's taking this grind? What would you take this grind to, if you had to?
I would probably put it at 25.
25?
Yeah, because...
Okay. It's kind of a... I think I agree with real Super Playman chat. I'd go 32 or higher, because when a black belt hits 32, he gets his 6th hit, or 7th hit, I think. Somewhere's around there, so you pretty much want him at 32 or higher. Then he becomes an absolute tank who skips leg day and just does upper body and just punches stuff.
Well, main reason why I said 25 is because when you get more items, the XP would go up a little bit more, and the fact that when he's doing an agama grind probably may take him a while to get to 25, get to 32. You know?
Oh, I hear you, and the fact that he hasn't done ice yet either. So he does know that eye is there, and that eye would probably be a quicker grind at the moment, and it gives more experience than an agama.
Yeah, I would agree with that, because I have
Looks like-
experience still with that.
Okay, chat, let's get some bless RNGs going here. Dangwo is making his way towards Tiamat. If you guys do want to see a war mech, get it out there. See if we can get the Metal Overlord.
And once he shows up, we'll see what he does. Anyway,
Ooh, looks
everybody
like Bert.
get your... Sorry.
Looks like Bert's going with a 2-man grind now. He's got his both black mages Dan, and here he is just grinding on blue dragons. So it leads me to believe he's going to go with a 2-man strat as well.
Yeah, I can see why. It's because he only needs one red mage for support, while his knight gets the big hitter.
Dangwu does have that Mazmun, so he is going to make super quick work of Tiamat here, I believe.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. Oh, Warmech! Dangwu is a coward Warmech now. Okay, Greg threw fast on the fire. Oh, Warmech just threw lightning too, and it's not.
I mean, he does get the white shirt, but it looks like he's going just all-out offense, fast tempers. Gonna make that Mazmun do some work. Look at that. That Mazmun 7 hits, 500 and some, folks. That's a sword, not like that Vorpal.
And
Down
700,
goes
yeah, with 776 damage, Warmech does go down.
just a couple of lit twos, so we don't know yet, because Warmech does share the attack pool with the 4 Fiends in TOFR. So, all the nuclears and all the bad stuff is still out there.
Yeah, and we just hope the runners, when they get into TOFR, they don't run into that kind of thing.
Looks
'Cause
like
that
Bert's
could-
done his grind, and he's ready to keep going.
Yep, seems so.
Looks like Dangwu's gonna cut a couple of heads off Tiamat here.
Tiamat with a fire 2, it rolled down low. And apparently App just hit about 400 something on Tiamat, with Asher doing 344 when. And App
That was a
just
sweet nuke.
sorry. But yeah,
Dangwu,
App,
second orb lit.
yep, which means Dingwu's now ahead, except for the whole rod thing.
Yeah, so it leads me to believe, I believe Dangwu is now gonna hit the incentivized locations. Ordeals and ice, I would think, would be his next plays, because he knows he needs the rod, and he knows he didn't do either of those places yet, so.
Yeah, I would agree there.
Looks like Cheese is still doing the grind. I think at last check he was 26 or 27, so we'll see how far he decides to take this.
Well,
Meanwhile, Bert is on his way as well, so we might have another shot at a Warmech here.
Yep, he's hanging straight. Oh, actually, he's actually just one of the chests.
He's actually 29. Thank you, Cernus. Alright, Will is about to take on Tiamat as well here. See how he fares. Oh, he's going with the old Bane strats. Here we go. Tiamat not having none of that smoke.
Tiamat threw in fire too, which... Oh, and Bane took down Tiamat, and Will just lit his first air orb. Sorry about that. Sometimes I choke.
Looks like Dangwo is now doing ice, so he's going to come across his rod. Now, with Dangwo's party here, I mean, you don't necessarily need the tail. Because, I mean, you're not going to get any better spells for your red mages. And he does have the Mazmoon on the fighter. So I would be surprised if he does decide to go to ordeals once he finds out the rod's here.
Well, it seems Bert is getting lucky. He has not encountered war.
Oh, there's still time. See you later, Sparky. Yeah, I would think Cheese is probably going to 32. I mean, he's running out of heal potions, so he's got to be careful. But I mean, at this level, he's probably going to two-slap... He's going to two-slap carry anyway.
Well,
so I can't see there being much of an issue here.
Yeah, Dangwu now has his rod, so now he's ahead.
And he's not even going any farther. He did the little warp trick, got his rod, and now he is off to kill carry. So Dangwu is in go mode.
Yeah.
And looks like Bert's paused here for a second, pondering life and the ramifications of it.
Or something may have happened on his end.
Oh, I hope Topher's a slog. Please.
Well, we got Will diving down waterfall.
Now the only thing with Dangwu is he does have the Aegis shield and the dragon armor. Now the fighter can't use either of those items till he class changes. And he probably knows by now that that tail is in ordeals. So it'll be interesting to see if he decides to go for that tail just to use those two good pieces of armor on this fighter.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. Now we got Bert facing off against him. Spiky and Spike 2 and... Well, okay. Bert finished off Tiamat with 992 damage with his Mossum. Well, sorry, Excalibur. Sorry about that. My mind goes blank when it comes to that.
So Cheese has done his grind, so he went to what, 32 I'm guessing?
I don't know, I haven't seen...
Gonna bring back his team here. Yep, 32. The usual black belt level.
Okay.
Looks like Dangwu is now in super go mode. He is not even checking another chest, and I can't say I blame him. He is going to make short work of carry. Don't blink or you'll miss it, folks. Looks like Will is heading for Sea Shrine. He will be happy if he decides to check that chest for the Mazmoon. Because those first doors are normally chests people skip, but not this time.
Looks like App took down carry for 8 hits for 841.
And now Will has the legendary sword. And Dangwoo now with 3 orbs lit. Gonna restock on some items. Go down, give Lich a kiss, and head for TOFR.
Well, now Bert is now diving on Marfall to get the loot and the power bonk.
Yeah, and this will put Bert in go mode as well once he does grab it. Oh, we did see some OB. Looks like we have cheese and ice now.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to go get the rod.
Oh, to be honest, Gloomchew, I really wasn't looking at the screen in the waterfall, so... But I mean, you got a fighter, you got the Mesmun, you got the Bonk. I mean, yeah, Bert's in total go mode now. Now it's just a matter of slaughtering fiends and getting out of here. Now, the funny thing is, now that he's in go mode, I have a feeling he's not going to get the Maza, because he is not going to check that single chest.
Well, we'll have to see what kind of play he does.
Because I'm pretty sure he's probably just going to zoom through this, picking up chests along the way. I could be wrong, but I could be right.
We'll just have to see how it goes, you know?
Aha, he is going right past her. Kind of figured as much. But I mean, he does have the X-Cal, so he's not in any danger, really.
Very true.
X-Cal is slightly less power than the Mesmun, so... And there's the unrunnable Sahag with Sahag fight. And they were always unrunnable back in the day because, if you don't know, for people that don't know, each fight has an A side and a B side. And the B side and these Wissahags are the B side to Garland, who you cannot run from. So, since you can't run from Garland, back when this randomizer was made, or this 2018, is you could not run from them either.
Well, we have Cheesenator guy going into Earth with the rod, so we have a feeling he'll be going after a Lich.
Oh yeah, I can't see Dangwoo picking up another chest, really. There's nothing more he needs. He's got 2 red mages, he's got life 2, he's got his fast, his temper, he's got his power bomb, he's got the Mesmun, now he's got an Opal Cheerio. I mean, there's nothing more you need now. You just go mode.
Yep.
Ooh, Spectre's bringing the lightning. Looks like Burn rode that lightning straight to Burnsville.
Well, crap. Seems like Will was trying to do a Brack strat or Bane strat, and so far it's not working. And pretty much Kraken took out his white mage. I mean red mage.
Well, Bane is only 3 and 256 to work, and as I say it works. And Dangwoo has lit his 4th orb. And Dangwoo is our first runner who is ready for TOFR.
Yeah. Let's see how TOFR responds to their arrival. Will it favor them, or will it obliterate them?
Alright, Dangwoo enters TOFR at the 1 hour, 21 minute, 40 second mark. And it looks like his party's pretty beefy, so unless the fiends pull out something rather wicked, I have a feeling this is Dangwoo's race to lose. But I have seen some TOFRs that are literally like Kraken swinging for 18 hits to 1,000 damage. Kraken 2 can hit.
Yeah, I've seen worse though.
Kraken hit me for 2k one night.
Ouch.
No amount of life 2 was bringing you back. It should have said wiped from existence, not slain.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that one, man. I would have to agree.
Yeah, it is only 150% scaling, but if I recall, in 2018, Topher was nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the randomizer in 2018, Topher was pretty much very. Am I correct?
In Lightning, if there is something to randomize in this game, you can randomize it. You can randomize spells, weapons, like bosses. Like it's just everything's randomizable.
Yeah.
All right, Dangwoo is gonna go into the lower decks of Topher now. Oh, Dangwoo pulling a fast one on people.
And
If you do talk to that door, it will tell you it's locked, even though you do have the key.
well, let's see. Well, since Bert actually did the first paint strat and took down Crack. First try, by the way.
Yep, so all Bert's gonna do now is complete his Earth Cave. And we still have no finishers yet in this race, folks, so...
True.
But Cheese is gonna get his loot, which is gonna put him in go mode as well. Will is in go mode from the looks of his... no, he needs the rod, which he is just about to pick up, so... That will put Will in go mode right here. So all 4 on-screen runners are now in go mode.
Well, Dingmu is up on the first floor of Earth. So let's see what Lish 2 brings to him. Although he's the easiest to beat.
We're seeing Will run without having 4 thieves. Or just a single thief.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like he's trying to Quake Lich out.
Well,
Oh,
747
10 hits,
Lich is done.
747. Lich ain't coming back from that one.
Yeah. Now we got Dingmu on the fire floor.
Looks like Will is gonna do an eye grind here, get some levels. Cheese is about to get the loot. Dangwoo is about to cut Carrie into little pieces. And Bird is about to hit a speed bump. Or in Canada, we call it a pothole.
Yeah. Well. Oh. Apparently the chest in Earth, right after the vampire, held a opal bracelet.
Yeah, Dang picked that up on the way too. That's going to be a sweet pickup for all of our runners. Alright, Dang, we're doing a little bit of healing here. Just going to take on Carry 2. Control with some fast, some tempers. Mazmoon should make quick work of this. Oh no, he's going lit 3. Oh, Carry with just a nice 2. So we really haven't seen anything bad yet. No nukes, no nuclears, Cure 4, nothing like that. So
Very true.
hopefully Chaos is holding all the cards in this one.
Well, it seems with 877 on 10 hits, Carry is down on Dangwoo's. And Dangwoo is now on to the onto the on the water floor of Tofu.
I like the fact that he's not healing that second red mage. He's kind of hoping that he gets an encounter that kills that red mage on the way down so he can life too.
Now we have Cheesenator already going down into the ocean depths to make short work of Kraken.
Yeah, all our runners are in go mode now. You're just gonna see them blowing through dungeons and trying to get bosses done.
Yeah. Now we're seeing a bit of nuking going on Dingwoo's side. Nuking lobsters.
Yeah, it looks like Dangwoo was sick of not running, so he's... Oh, there he got his wish. That's what he wanted to see. Red mage down. Now we got Bert. Gonna try to quake the Lich, and he does.
Hit. And we got Bert with the second person to enter Tofu.
Question in chat, was fast magic a thing in 2018? Do you mean the fast spell? Because if you do, it was. When this randomizer first started, they actually fixed most of the glitches that did not work in the vanilla. Like temper doesn't stack in the vanilla game like it does here.
Okay, Bert entered Topher at the 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 45-second mark.
Then Darren draws? No, the animation speed ups were not in 2018. Oh, there goes Kraken.
I missed that.
Yeah, it was a paper tiger.
Now we got Dingwoo facing Tiamat 2. Let's see what she brings out.
Is it a she? Oh, nuclear.
Ouch! Nuclear took out the black mage.
That's fine though. That's fine though. As long as his red mage has survived, he does have his life too.
That's true.
But that is one nuclear out of the pool. Heal pot strats, gotta love it.
We got Tiamat throwing.
Ooh, 348 nuke. Yeah, this one's over. Dangwoo will be our first runner to take on Chaos.
And it'll be either Chaos that will defeat. I wonder. Here's the question to anyone: Will it be Dingwoo to own Chaos, or will it be Chaos owning Dingwoo? That's the question to be asked.
I'd love to see Chaos whip out nuclear right in a row. That would be the ideal thing. Meanwhile, Will is taking down Carrie here, so he will be lighting his third orb. Cheese has lit his third orb, so he has got the air to do. So he is going to head straight for Sky Palace, I would imagine.
And Will is heading towards Earth Cave.
Red mage, best mage. Always.
Very true.
Alright, Dangwoo, show us the big guy. Gonna heal up. Let's see if he does any party configuration here. Doesn't got enough heal pots to fully heal, I don't believe. Oh, barely enough. He'll be good though. Bringing back the Black Mage for a little cannon fodder. And here we go, folks. What's he gonna do? It looks like he's going fast tempers. Power bonk. It looks like he's going all offense. Oh no, there's a white shirt cast there.
Nuke!
First round nuke out of Chaos. That's gonna hurt, especially with no way to heal.
Ouch.
See how it goes. He's down to a red mage in a fight. That big swing from the Mazmun. So Chaos is gonna miss. Is he gonna finish him off? And the big stick. Gonna try to quake Chaos. No, ineffective. I think one more swing with the Mazmun should do it. He's down to Justice Fighter.
Yep.
And there it is, folks. Dang Woo. Finished first with a time of 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 53 seconds. Get your GGs out in chat. See if we can drag him in here for an interview. Meanwhile, Bert's black mages are eating some dirt, but I think that is planned.
Yep, I can see why it's planned.
Although, no, we brought him back to life with some life, too.
Yep. Now it's an interesting battle, too, when it comes to Ding.
And GG, good sir.
Oh,
GG.
what's going on, everybody?
You crushed this seed, boy.
Apparently. Go me. I got really lucky, though. I'm not gonna lie. In that sea shrine, when I went to go kill a Kraken, I was like, kind of need a weapon. Silver Sword's a little rough, and check that one chest, and Masa was there. I'm like, all right, guys, we're good to go. Where's that rod at?
Yeah, I saw that movie you made a while back.
All right,
You-
now
you
Cheese
definitely
is on
made
the
one of-
Bridge of Destiny. Cheese still has an orb to light, Will still has an orb to light, and Bert is just behind you in Topher. He is just going to take on Carrie now.
Well, Will has his fourth orb lit already, I believe. So he's next to join Topher.
So what was on your mind when you hit Crescent Lake and was like, oh, there's a floater here?
I'm glad I didn't spend my money. That's for sure. I'm glad I had enough for the floater.
Yeah, we seen you kind of trying to grind, and you sold the gold bracelet, and you're trying to grind some more. Looks like Bert's come across a pack of waters here, but a couple of nukes are gonna boil some water for potatoes or stew or whatever you want to boil water for.
And Will was actually headed to Carnaria to restock, and now he's about ready to enter.
All right, Will is our third runner in Topher. Cheese will be joining him shortly after he finishes up the Sky Palace here.
Okay, this is one of the rare cases. According to Danny's notes, I was the first one in the Temple of Fiends Revisited. This is one of the rare cases where I was actually the first one in Topher.
You were the first one in the air, the first one to Topher, the first one in Go mode. You pretty much wire to wire this seed.
Oh, I'll take that.
Well, let's
I gotta say, you pretty much. I mean, now you were first in the air of the on-screen runners. I'm not sure what our off-screen runners did, but
Well, we got Burn Reynolds now facing Kraken.
oh, Kraken with Zap, and he gets the fighter.
Ouch!
This could make for a rough Kraken 2 right now.
Yeah.
Because we know
I
Life
agree.
2 doesn't work in... Oh, Kraken takes out Spark 2 with a big shot. 8 hits, 800 damage.
Ouch!
I gotta say, Caleb's not long for this world. Going with the Bane strats now, last resort. Oh, Kraken's also got damage poison. Going for Bane again, ineffective. Try and Bane. No, Kraken's having nothing of it. Another Bane again. No, Kraken. 10 hits, 769. Caleb takes a dirt nap. And Bert is flying away from Topher. Interesting to see what he's going to do, actually.
I think he might be going to try to figure out. Well, actually, no, he's going to Crescent.
I think he's just going to restock on his potions and stuff, because I think it was a little low going in, so...
Yeah, I have to
But this
agree.
does put Will Bloodworth in ahead of him now, though. So
Yeah.
if Will Bloodworth does clear Topher, but I mean, with Will's team here, I'd say it's going to be touch and go. He's going to pick up some Brack. He's going to try to Bracken the Kraken.
I can see that as an effective strategy.
Because I think both of our runners, I think Bert only found one ribbon.
Yeah, I personally think so. Anyway, I should be back in a few. I gotta go do something real quick, alright?
Give her, my man. Will is now fighting Lich 2. Taking him out with a couple of shots here. Doesn't have much in the way of offense, Will. I mean, he does have that Mazmun on his Thief. Oh, when Lich with Zap, wiping out the Thief and the Red Mage. But he does have a White Mage with lots of life 2 casts, so no panic. Meanwhile, Bert is back in Topher now. Cheese is also in Topher, so all runners in Topher right now, folks. Cheese and Will. Cheese is slightly behind Will, and Bert is slightly behind them both, so this is going to be an interesting finish to this match. I mean, we know Kraken, we know Tiamat has Nuke. That's the only bad thing we've seen. I mean, Kraken hits like a truck, but doesn't he always? Alright, Cheese about to hit Lich 2 here. Hit hard, hit fast. Black Belt should pretty much punch his way to victory here. Ah, you're right, Tango. Chaos did have Nuke. Because it nearly wiped you. Ooh, carry with Lit 3. Lich with Lit 3. Wipes out Burn. Burn's taking an awful hurt in this seed, to be honest. Meanwhile, we got Will at carry now. He does have the Mazmun on that Thief. Double fast, as we all know. You only need to cast fast once. This is going to be a very interesting finish. Will takes down Carrie and is on to the water floor. Meanwhile, Bert's getting hung up here with some mud goals. Looks like Cheese is getting some fights here with Agamas. Didn't seem to go over well. Looks like Will be the first to Kraken here. We'll see what kind of luck he has with Kraken. Bert did wipes, so... Yeah, first round nuke out of Chaos is never good. Because you know he's got 3 more spells to go. And a little fact for those that don't know, waters are actually weak to ice, not lightning. So if you have any ice equipment, it's best to use ice on waters, not lightning. Alright, looks like Bert's back. Round 2. Gonna try to Quake down Lich, as well as attack with that X-Cap. You are correct, Asher. Alright, looks like we have Bert now hitting carry. Will is about to hit Kraken. Gonna fast up his thief, put up some defenses. As we all know, Kraken hits like an absolute truck, so I don't really know how much defense you can have. Okay, he's gonna go offense on that thief with the Mazmun and put up a white shirt cast from the white mage. Kraken decides to wipe out the thief, and yeah, that's pretty much the end of this run for Will. Will, all you can do is go for Bane. He does have nukes. I mean, he's got options. Nukes and fades is all you can do. You can't spare the life 2 charges now. Don't know what Will is actually waiting on here. Yeah, you gotta go offense. Kraken's gonna hit. Kraken's gonna hit. Oh, there's Zap. Oh, it's down to a white mage and a fade. Can you say a wing and a prayer? I think now would be a good chance to put up some more white shirt charges and hope Kraken only hits you with something like dumb instead of a punch to the throat. So that is Bert and Will both have wiped on Kraken. Meanwhile, Cheese has made a true Kraken and is on his way to Tiamat. Now, Cheese is using the black belt strat, so he does have a black belt hitting like a truck. So I didn't think Kraken had any hit points. It looks like he went down pretty quick on your side. Yeah, dang, well, Tiamat with nuclear, look at that. Yeah, he Agama grinded in Volcano on his black belt. Looks like Bert's going with the Bane strats as well here on Kraken and Brack. And the next Cal swing. And Cheese is through Tiamat and making his way towards Chaos. And there's the zap at a Kraken, wipes out the other black mage, but he did get the wall up on that fighter. That was a great call by Bert, getting that wall on the fighter, preventing that zap. But you can't prevent a 10-hit shot to the face. And Bert goes down again. Kraken is not being friendly to our runners. And once again, Bert nopes out and goes for a little jaunt in his airship. Meanwhile, Cheese is about to take on the big guy, the big yellow guy. Doing a little party rearranging, a little party healing. Gonna throw his ribbon on his black mage? Or is that his fighter? Must have been his fighter. Where's Black
Sorry
Belt?
about that. I'm back.
Alright, Cheese about to take on Chaos. Gonna fast up that black belt. He put the power bonk on his black mage. So that could be a bit of an issue here now that he doesn't have bonk. But he does have fast. Oh, and there's that first round nuke takes out the black mage. But the black mage did get the fast off. So he should be okay right now. Looks like he's gonna fast up that black belt again. Trying to stack fast. I don't believe that works. Ooh, Chaos with lightning too. He's just down to a black belt and a tank. And bonk. Big hit. Big knock, baby. Big knock. Cheese and Nader finishes second with an SRL time of 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 49 seconds.
Well, looks like we will have Cheese in there in the chat very shortly.
Alright, we got Will here going against Lich. Gonna pull out some Fire 3s, Harm 4. Dart Randall, that was a Major League reference. And GG to you, Cheese.
Thanks everyone.
So, why the BB grind?
Because it was no loose. Well, technically no loose. It's a weird flag set. I didn't even fully understand it at the beginning as far as like where the ship, bridge, and canal placements would be, which is why you saw me diving marsh, which I should not have done. At least bottom of marsh. But yeah, I looked at the spike tiles, vanilla, which means you can do an agama grind, and I figure other people would be trying to go in under leveled based on the flags, and that Topher could still stop them. Additionally, I didn't have to open boxes, so the best weapon I found was a great axe, and it didn't matter. My fighter was wearing iron armor, and it didn't matter. You know.
Yeah, the Mazmoon was on first floor C, in in the left side first room. Oh, and Bert does give Kraken the Quake. Meanwhile, Will is slogging it out with Carrie. Carrie takes out the white mage, but he does persevere. He does have a red mage with life 2, so the white mage will be back online shortly.
So I think if my early game were more efficient and I skipped bottom of marsh, I maybe make 10 minutes or so back, but the difference between me and Dang is probably just the fact that I grinded and he didn't.
Yeah, Dangmo went with a fighter and a couple of red mages. He got the Mazmoon early because his first dungeon was C. So we got the Mazmoon really early, which really made it easier to cut down the fiends for him.
Yeah, I mean, if I had that, that could have kickstarted my grind. I actually failed to start my grind twice because my black belt wasn't doing enough damage and was taking too much in response. I needed to baby him up to 21 like I finally did with another member of.
Yeah, those Agamas were quite beefy. Like, normally I think they were upwards of 400 HP, if not more, because it was taking 2 good swings from your black belt to take it out.
Yeah, until he was getting the crits in, he wasn't one-shotting them, but they had somewhere in the 370, 380 range.
Alright, Will is back to Kraken. Round 2. See what he decides to do this time. It looks like he is just going to go all offense on his Thief again. And we'll see if Kraken decides to take out the Thief in one shot. Nope, Black Mage goes down. Oh, and we do have a third place finisher, folks, off screen. Salty Fry has finished with a time of 1 hour, 50 minutes, and 51 seconds. Looks like Will is going to put up some more.
To primarily, because there's been a lot of early Topher entry times on here I see for people that still aren't finished.
Well, Bert's wiped the Kraken 2 twice. Will's wiped the Kraken 2 about to be twice.
And I see Will got that white shirt from down in Marsh locked.
Yeah, Will did go down the bottom of Marsh. Most of you did, actually. And it looks like Will has given up. I guess Kraken is probably just going to wipe him out in a second. Damage poison, not too bad. Meanwhile, Bert is taking on Kraken himself. Bert does have the X-Cal on his fighter, so... Oh, and now goes a red mage bait. And yet, Will has thrown in the towel, folks.
That's unfortunate.
Ouch.
Yeah, he was super far in.
And Kraken
Can't say I blame him, though.
And Kraken on Bert's side ended up throwing a zap on Sparky. But...
Yeah. Kraken's been pretty loose with his zap spell.
And that's one spell nobody ever wants to face.
Lich 2 had Death Touch? I didn't see that. Anyway, Bert is now on Tiamat. Oh, and Tiamat's first round nuclear.
And it knocked out a black mage, Sparky.
Yeah, he's not too worried about his black mages, though. They're not doing much besides fasting his fighter.
Right.
and tempering. So once they go down, it's not like, Bert's already got Tiamat decides to take out Sparky too.
Am I the only one who actually found that monster? Because I realized if anybody went into Sea Shrine, they weren't going into that chest room.
No, Will found it. Will did pick up the Masmun. Bert and Cheese didn't need it because Cheese black belt stratted this, and Bert was in go mode when he hit water, so he didn't even stop to pick up a chest. And is that Will Bloodworth we have with us?
Yep, that's me.
GG, man, that was a rough Kraken too, man. He really gave you the business.
And
Love
Bert,
that RNG. Love that RNG.
And Bert took out took out Tiamat too. So now he's up against Chaos now.
Yeah, that Kraken 2 gave you no RNG at all.
Nope.
Yeah, the Zap is one of the most nastiest spells you ever faced.
Yup.
Yeah, there's almost nothing to resist it. You get black shirt and ribbons, basically.
That's it. And I'm deaf. Which
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
we seen 2 ribbons. There was one in the volcano in the treasure trove or whatever they call it. I can't remember now. The armory.
Armory.
Yeah.
And I believe the second ribbon was where?
Where did I get my ribbon at? Damned if I remember.
I think the waterfall had one.
Yes.
It does.
Mm.
What was it? Waterfall?
I did waterfall. I didn't see a ribbon.
Or no, that was Power Bonk. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, power bonk wasn't. Everybody got the power bonk.
Almost got to use that.
Chaos first round nuke.
Oh.
Bert
Oh.
takes out the black mage.
Oh, that's what I had to look forward to if I got through that RNG wall of hell, huh? Interesting.
Yeah,
Would have been another RNG wall. Cool.
but Chaos isn't really that difficult. He has that one nuke, and he really doesn't get a chance to pull out anything else because people are just chopping him down the side.
How tough was Tiamat?
Tiamat wasn't that bad. He had first round nuclear, but other than that, he was pretty much. He hit semi hard, but he wasn't horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, the sea
But
just decided
it's
it didn't
Bert
want me
versus Chaos. And this is a war of attrition right here, folks. Bert takes them down. Bert Reynolds finishes in 4th place with a time of 1 hour, 55 minutes, and 19 seconds.
to. GG, Bert.
GG to Bert. We'll see if we get him in here as well.
Yeah, I actually forgot. One of the ribbons was in that Earth Floor 1 because I did it right after the Ruby turn-in. I was just like,
that's right. That's where you
It's-
picked it up in the room.
it was amazing to have because it saved me so much time. I was like, oh, my one
Yeah,
caster can just cast
there's-
nonstop.
There was
Oh,
a
wait a
lot
minute,
of
I
danger
remember.
in.
I remember
So-
the other one. If I'm correct, the other one was in oh yeah. I remember that one was I think that one was in Marsh.
No, there were no ribbons in Marsh.
I got
Someone
a
in
question
Chat said
for
Mirage Tower, 1st floor.
when you guys were you ever tempted to go to ordeals for the tail?
No.
I didn't realize I didn't have tail, so.
Because I know, Dang, you had the dragon armor and Aegis shield for your fighter.
I knew someone
If
was
Dang
gonna,
is still in here or whatever.
I knew someone was gonna crack the Da Vinci Code on the pathing, and it was Dang Wu, so GG to you. So I didn't want to take any extra time doing anything I didn't have to do.
I mean, with Masa find early, I was like, I don't
Oh,
really
yeah.
care.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I literally did Crescent after doing the Ruby turn-in and got the
Mhm.
ribbon. I'm like, okay, so I saved it right by Marsh, went over to Crescent, found the floater, had enough money for that, literally went into the air, and then I did the bottle turn-in into Cardi Isles into Waterfall, and then I found the moss, and I'm like, all right, what's the point of the tail at this point besides it wipe the protection?
I think I found a ribbon in it was either Mirage or Sky. I think it was probably Sky. One of those. That's why I full cleared Mirage and Sky. That's the one thing I did that I think you probably didn't do.
No, I checked a couple in Skyfloor 4, and that was it. I found one in the Armory in Volcano, and then the one was in Earth Floor 1.
And someone in chat said Mirage 1.
It looks like Bert will not be joining us for an interview here.
I don't blame
But
him.
we
But-
still
okay.
do have 2 runners running this as we speak.
Yeah, I mean, good luck to everyone else who's going. I think Shofu Kamachi and Life Reboot are our last entrants.
Yep, they're still running the seed.
Yeah, this is definitely an interesting one. I mean, it's a throwback to 2018, and there's no bonus experience you get, or whatever you want to call it. So, like, it's kind of rough.
Yeah, I figured the lack of EXP scaling would actually hurt every kind of party. I think people are used to picking up those passive gains over the course of the seed and then taking a walking grind. But if you do that without any EXP scaling, you're going to be like level 18. So I knew that investing time into getting experience wouldn't actually be set me that far behind other players.
Where did you grind?
Welcome to the Stone Age of randomizers.
I grinded on the Agama tiles.
Oh, okay. I did a mini eye grind with all 4 characters. I'm assuming you went Fighter Rainbow or something similar.
I did Fighter Black Belt Red Black, and my plan
Oh.
was that as long as the Agamas didn't have like any insta kills or
Mhm.
stun touch or anything like that, I would grind them. But if they did, then I could fall back on Fighter Red Black.
Sure. I went Thief Rainbow without Thief fixes, and I was gambling from the moment I started, so it didn't pay off. I got to go fast, but I certainly didn't deal out all the damage because Thief fixes are turned off because
All right.
they didn't exist.
I have to ask, how many of you guys ran into those darn lobsters with sleep?
Uh-huh.
'Cause
They had
holy,
sleep. They had
I
something
was
else
triggered.
too. Weren't they Blizzard and sleep or something?
I don't know. It was awful.
It was not a good time. No, I think Sea Snakes had something bad.
Oh man, I ran into so many of them.
How many things had sleep and stun touch or trance or sleep?
There was that whole pack in Ice Cave. Like every single one of the undead had multiple things on its script that were all AoE, so you just had to sit there and wait for them all to either kill you or put you to sleep.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
had
no.
issues with those kind of things, especially when I'm still doing this duckling seed. They still torment.
So did anyone else notice? I definitely panicked a little bit. I deliberately put my Opal ribbon and Pro Ring and Power Bonk on the same character for Chaos. Then I looked in my inventories. I realized they were all on my Black Mage.
I seen it. I was like, he just put all that stuff on his black mage?
Yeah, it's
And
because
then
I
I seen you
just
look at,
shuffled
and
the
then I seen you
slots.
look at your item screen, and it's like, all I seen was like a wooden staff or something, and you were like, yeah, he made a mistake.
Yeah, so I was just praying at that point. Thankfully, I got a wall and a fast off, so it was all fine.
I mean, I had this great turn order where I put my sacrificial level 7 black mage up front, and he did a great job against Kraken. And then I went up against Tiamat, and I completely forgot to rearrange the parties. So I like kind of tilted myself like instantly, and then the teammate's like, "Oh, nuke 1 or nuke first turn." I'm like, "I hate you. This is not going well."
Yeah,
Did
you
you
should
make it
have
through on your
Will's
first
luck, though.
landing?
My luck sucked.
He gets Kraken, he fast as thief, he tempers as thief, he power bonks as thief, Kraken slaps as thief for about 800.
Yep, back road me. That's what I get for the match against Gouda yesterday. I was owed an RNG Bohica. I was owed that. It was gonna happen. And it happened twice in a row.
Yeah, I noticed that. Apparently, Kraken 2 made
Well-
you and Bert. It's how can I put this? Well, own
Safely.
both you
Yeah.
and Bert.
That's better than where you were going. Yeah.
Well, anyway, we are going to wrap this up here because it is late and I've got to get to bed. So do we have any final comments from any of our runners on this seed, and how are you liking the 2018 throwback?
There's
This,
zero
uh,
regrets. Zero regrets
this
about not entering the tournament back then. Sorry, Cheese. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. Answer you. I'll answer after you.
All I was saying is that I'm glad I didn't enter a tournament since the first one, because this is the kind of crap I had to look forward to. Then thank you. I wouldn't have wanted 5 weeks of this. Go ahead, Cheese.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if I could just redo the first like 5 minutes of the seed and be aware of the loose bridge canal ship layout the way it was, like I didn't realize that I would have to check the chests in Temple of Fiends, for example, because I'm not used to no free bridge. That's the one that really threw me off. But other than that, this flag set's fine. It's pretty straightforward. It's almost duck friendly. If you just add experience, it would be a fine like intro duck flag set.
Yep.
Oh, very well. GG to all of you. It was a well-run race. I actually enjoy commentating it. So before I take us out, my co-partner, Captain Nerd, you have any last words for the viewer?
Yeah. Anyway, there's still time to sign up for the FFR spring tournament, and it's open until the 15th of March, and the matches will start at around be starting on the 17th unless we get more, like about, is it 59 or more? Which will, if we get 59 or more, we'll have an extra 6 around the Swiss, and it'll be on near the end of March. Sorry about that.
No, it's all right. You were actually almost right there. We actually already have the 6th week.
Yeah,
Okay.
I seen that earlier. There is actually going to be 6 weeks.
So we actually are near 60 members. So we are hyped for that. It's going to be one of our biggest tournaments. And we got our 6th week. So lots of FFR action coming up.
So, would it be around the 27th or the 24th of March for this?
No, as Danny put in chat, it's going to begin March 17th. And actually, with the reveal, we're going to try and get a race right away with the match pairing. So,
Yep.
so all work in progress here.
And I will be
Okay.
commentating that very first match. I'm seeking a partner for that right now, and that partner will be revealed in the very near future.
And
Well, all right. I guess that is going to do it for us tonight, folks. Thank you for tuning in. On behalf of my co-commentator, Captain Nerd, our tracker, Danny3883, our restreamer, Vince, I am the Hangry Canuck, and I hope all your seeds are horrible and your RNG is crappy. Have a good night.
Wish granted. I got that tonight. Have a good one, everybody.